It's so funny. At the very end of 2022, I shared in a video that my schedule for posting videos was Wednesdays and Fridays. And I had been doing that for almost the whole year and hadn't mentioned it at all. And then I said it, and ever since, I kid you not, my schedule has just been all over the place. And it just occurred to me that I don't have a video at all for this week. And I'm going out of town this weekend and will be completely off grid. So here we go, putting together something real quick. I want to do a currently inked, and I also want to just give you some really quick updates. Okay, so in February, I plan on releasing 3 new sticker designs, 2 of which I have right here. This is Dear Tamer of Tumamak. I will be dropping these off today at my sticker printer. And this one is called Sentinels. I really like the coloring of this one. This is such a butterscotch winter setting sun color that we get here in the desert. I think it really captures that. Of course, she's not wearing winter wear at all, but that's okay. The third design is something really different, and I don't have an example, but you can check it out on my website. I have coming soon for the stickers, but it's called Moods, and basically it's just a bunch of tiny little faces that have different expressions that convey different moods and emotions, and I thought maybe people could use them to put in their journal entries or on their planners, and every day of the month, like a different mood. I just was kind of having fun with that, so we'll see how those go. Another quick update is I am still digging this lovely little pen pouch from Baumkuchen, and I got another little pin from Yoseka. This is a little bird pin. I don't imagine having any more pins, but it was another bird, and I wanted my little vermilion flycatcher to have a friend, so I thought that was kind of cute. The other update is that inside here fits really quite perfectly a Midori B6 Slim, and so as you can see, there's a little bit of wiggle room up here, but vertically it fits. It's a very snug fit, and it's just kind of a nice little pouch to carry a journal. So because I am enjoying this little pouch so much, I decided to switch up my journals. I have been very, very, very restless already in 2023 as far as journals go. I just haven't found a place that I feel really content with, which is so funny because I have these moments where I feel so much inspiration and excitement for one particular journal, and then I try to duplicate that again with the same journal the next round, and it just kind of falls flat. So I left my Leuchtturm halfway through. I tried another Moleskine for a day, and I was just like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. I did this random experimental journal, which was a Write in the Rain notebook, and that was part of my pencil experiment too, and I wanted to try something really new. And in the end, I missed having the ability to use fountain pens as well, and I was in search of a notebook that could be used with fountain pens that worked inside that little pen pouch, and this was the one, the Midori B6 Slim. I love the paper, Midori paper. It's grid paper, which makes me really happy. Grid paper is actually my favorite ruling, but it just is not a paper I find as easily as lined. And I like the grids on this one because they are so subtle. They're just a very pale blue, and they're not even a complete circle, which makes them, or a complete square, which makes them even more subtle. I do apologize. I'm kind of rushed because it's been a busy week. I've had a lot of work to do, which is fantastic, and I can't complain at all. Finished the laundry room renovation that I had been hired to do, and am now working on a painting gig where I'm painting the interior of a rental. And so I feel very thankful that it's been busy. We also lost our water for 5 days. And we had some weird electrical issues that took a couple hours to sort out. So it's just been kind of like, whoa, I'm looking forward to this weekend because we're going camping. It's actually a work trip, but we get to camp, and it will be hopefully grounding because I feel like I just really need to sleep under some stars. Big time. Last but not least, let's flip this camera around and look at the pens that I currently have inked. So here is the little lineup. We have the Sailor Pro Gear from the Christmas Spiced Tea release. This is the Kaweco Brass Sport, and a Lamy Safari, which I've had for a long while now, but it didn't come with a cartridge converter, which really shocked me and very disappointed Lamy. Like, this is a more expensive Safari. It should come with a converter. It's ridiculous that it didn't. But anyway, so these are the pens that I have inked up. And I actually am going to be receiving a new Benu pen that was sent to me for review, and I'm really excited about that. So let's just first look at this one. Hopefully I'm remembering the name of this one correctly. It's been a while. The ink is Lennon Toolbar. I made a whole video just for this pen and ink combination. This is a stunning combination. This pen, paper, and ink, I really am quite happy. Actually, all three of these pens work really nice on this Midori paper. This is the Diamine Oxford Blue, which has become my absolute favorite ink for this pen. Can you hear that clicking in the background? That's me drinking. So cute. And then we have this Lamy Safari. All I can remember is that this is an aluminum body. Aluminum. That should be an M, but it's N, but it's not. And it is diatramentis. Wow, I'm rushing. I need to take a moment. Stop and smell the roses. Diatramentis Charles Dickens. This is an extra fine nib, by the way. I forgot to make note of all those things. I actually really like this pen. I like the colors a lot. I think the trim is a really nice complement to this brown aluminum. And I'm usually not a big fan of black nibs because they have an impact on the feel of the nib. But this one feels great to me. It makes nice contact with the paper. I also like the length of this nib. It just looks really cool when writing. And I think the grip is comfortable, even if it forces you to really hold the pen in just one single way. It's actually quite nice to write with. I've never been a big fan of Lamy Safaris, but this one is quite nice. I saw this one at Yoseka Stationery and got to try it and really fell in love. So I ended up placing an order afterwards. Oh, I have one more bit of really exciting news. So many months ago, Inky Rocks reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to meet up with her when she was in Tucson visiting the Gem and Mineral Show, and she lives in Japan. And she wanted to do an interview. So we kind of tentatively made plans, and then now the time has come and I actually got to meet her, and it was so fun, and it actually felt really natural. There was just something very normal about meeting a total stranger and enthusing about pens for a little while. It was really cool, and I had so much fun, and it was really wonderful to meet her, and she made me feel really comfortable, which was very nice, and was just a really wonderful human being to meet, and also someone that I love watching YouTube videos from. And so if you don't know who Inky Rocks is by this point, and I'm probably everyone here already knows, like, she has amazing, very unique approach to fountain pen type videos. So definitely check her out if you haven't already. And also stay tuned, because there will be a video up on her channel featuring kind of a tiny little segment of Tucson, and I might be there answering some questions too. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you all later. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I'm sorry this video is just so thrown together last minute, but I really wanted to put something out there before we take off, and hopefully by next week everything will be back on track. And keep an eye out for my sticker shop, because some new things will be launching soon. Bye. And by the way, I have matching yellow shoes.